Hey guys, well we're both here. We're looking cool in our sunglasses. We're with Rafał from Poland. How are you doing, Rafał?
Very well. You looking cool. I'm just looking normally.
Oh,
Now I'm looking more cool.
You look I have to take mine off because mine are actually steaming up because I've got my mask on. So we'll get rid of them. How was you had your first rehearsal today? How did it go? How do you feel?
I feel excitement. I feel okay with the stage. A lot of things we wanted to fix everything with the program. So we have a big choreography, and the position where to stand, when to with all the moves. So it was a little bit tense, a little bit something extra unexpected. But I think we are ready, and we have a lot of fun.
Well, you've got a lot going on in your performance, and obviously you've got all the moves. You've got to do your vocals. How are you finding it? Are you finding it? I imagine you've rehearsed a lot up to this point, right?
Of course, that's why we are here, and we rehearsed a lot in Poland. So it was choreography, the movements, and the singing, and the tracks and the vocals. So now everything we need to compare together and put it together to one show with the right, and I think that's the reason.
And I love that you've still, because I mean it's a very 80s kind of style song. Obviously you had a very neon video which looked fantastic, and I have to say that was filmed in the Neon Museum, right, in Warsaw. I've been there before.
Okay.
And I love it. I love anything to do with neon, so I'm glad you brought those elements in.
We want to show some historical moments of Polish history.
Yes.
The neons and those signs are very historical in Poland. People knows that, and because we have a song in English, so we decided to show something like that with the colors, with the 80s, with a little bit of retro style. So that's that was the idea of our director, and I think it was a good idea to compare everything on the stage. When we out there, you can see all those lights and visualization, and it looks really amazing.
Yeah. So how does it feel? Because obviously we've got no audience in the arena at the moment, and there will be a smaller audience when you're actually performing in the semi-final. Do you? How does that? Do you wish there was a bigger audience, and would it spur you on, or do you feel that that's going to impact you at all?
Always big audience.
Yes.
Always. It's really something unique if you have a big audience. But of course, we are happy that we have this contest this year because because of this pandemic situation. So I think what we can say, we want to have fun on the stage. We want to have fun, but of course, when you are there, you need to fight for the good result.
Yes.
So you are a fighter and try to do all the best, with the singing, with the movements, with all the stuff and technical, with all this crew. So I think we're ready for that.
Yeah. Now, Poland has had really good success with Junior Eurovision over the past couple of years, and obviously you were involved in Junior Eurovision before presenting rather than, singing, obviously. Yeah. Do you feel that there's more pressure on you as an artist because of their success in Junior?
In Poland there's always some kind of pressure of artists because, we never won that. And if you are a participant and you are a contester, it's always we need to win. We should win, and so it's a big pressure. And we want to just do our job the best as we can. And of course, Junior Eurovision, we had a success, and I was a part of that as a host. So we love that, but this is much bigger, and this is something huge if you are here. And if you don't know, it should look everything on the stage that is really smooth and gentle. But believe me, it's a hard work for all our crew, choreographer, director, dancers, all the people, to make it really smooth.
Well, if you don't mind me saying, you're very, very kind of chilled and calm. It doesn't look like there's any pressure getting to you. You're playing it very cool.
You know why? Because I love that. I wait for that moment of my life. So now I'm enjoying. If you are well prepared for that, Now you need to be happy to be a part of this.
Yes.
And not be stressy, because if you are stressy on the stage, people can feel that. They can feel your emotion. Of course, I have sunglasses on the stage, and you can't see my eyes, yeah? So you can say probably that I can hide a little bit, because that's true, a little bit of the movement. But I'm sure that you will figure out that it's one moment to take it off and say, hello, Europe. That's me.
That's what we're
That's
talking
the
about.
most important.
Yeah. Now, obviously, it's a very kind of 80s vibe to the song. Are you a fan of 80s music generally?
Of course I am. I'm from 80s, you know. I was born in...
Me too, but I try and hide it.
Yeah. Don't say that loud. But
We were born in 1999, both of us.
of course. And now the 80s are really popular. The sounds. So you need to have a modern music, new music, like The Weeknd, Dua Lipa, all the people,
Yes.
you know, all the bands. But if you have in your music like synthesizers and those sounds from 80s, so it's a little bit retro, and I love that with the music, with the melody. We have that in the ride.
Yes.
So that's the good song for me right now.
So how did the song find you? Like how did it come to be the ride?
It was a process, because I started to record my solo album to release that in autumn. But of course, so I called to a lot of friends, and I called to Thomas Carlson from Sweden. He is my friend, and we worked a few years ago together in one songwriting camp. And I asked him, do you have a song with the retro style, with a little bit 80s? Okay, we have some. And he sent me 2 songs, and I decided to pick up the ride. We would try to talk a little bit about Polish version and so on. And finally, in Polish TV, they choose their own. They wanted to choose the artist for the Eurovision, and they asked a few artists to send the song. That's why I decided to send that. And they called me back to my agent, and they say, "Yeah, we want that song this year." So I said, "Okay, we are not ready, but we will, and let's do that." So we do all the process with the video, with the clips, and here we are. So it happened so fast, but it was. The plan was different.
Yeah. Because you said that you do like the 80s as well. If you had to pick 2 songs that you're going to play at your 80s themed party, what would they be? Apart from the ride, that can be the third.
Take on Me, or Never Ending Story, Limon.
Maybe not a hard Take on Me. Now you're talking to my
Take
soul.
on me, take me on, I'll be gone in the
Oh, yes.
Hard to sing that. It's nice.
And Le Mans. Obviously, it's very different here. We're kind of locked down in hotels. And how are you going to use the time? How are you going to kind of chill out?
Here in Rotterdam.
In Rotterdam, yeah.
Of course, I had a really hard time to work about everything, and in my personal life and my job and everything. So now I'm so happy to rest.
Yes.
Just chill and rest and sleep well and think about that. And I have always in my mind a purpose. The purpose is being on a stage and sing it well and have a great show. So now I'm focused on that.
Yes.
And chill a little bit, wait for that, and I think it's the best time right now to rest.
Well, we're going to wrap it up because we know you're a very, very busy man. Lastly, before we do go, have you got a message for our viewers and for all the people that are supporting you back home and around Europe?
Of course. So a lot of greetings from me, from my country here, and to all the community, all the fans of Eurovision. So please be with us, enjoy the show, and support all the artists and vote for Poland.
Yes.
We are number 6, and I'm ready for the ride, whatever you are.
Yes, it's Rafał, guys. Vote Poland.